How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to do a video today with you because NIO just announced their earnings, and honestly, I just recorded a pre-earnings video kind of talking about what I expected, and right when that happened, they announced their earnings. So I should probably do that a little bit earlier next time, but let's talk about NIO because they just announced their earnings. There's a mixed bag of what people are expecting and what happened and how people are feeling. You can see that the market is saying that this was kind of a disappointing earnings, but I want to cover it for you guys. Now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate that. It helps out the channel a lot, especially because I just recorded a full video. I was about to upload it, and now it's useless. So I appreciate you guys hitting that. Also, if you want to hit subscribe, we did a video earlier today on a stock that actually went up pretty significantly throughout the day. It went up about 10 to 15% since we bought it this morning. So definitely subscribe to the channel so you can get more of those. Also, if you want to know exactly when I buy and sell stocks just like that one, you can check out the link down below to Patreon. This is the best time to sign up because it's the beginning of the month. So you can check it out there. There are over 4,000 people in there. Definitely check that out if you want to know what I'm buying and selling and get access to information just a little bit faster. I want to give a shout out to the SPAC investor too. So I've been working with him. He isn't on YouTube, but he's on Patreon. He gives a lot of really good information on SPAC. So if you guys want to check him out, definitely check him out. I use some of his plays. I kind of navigate through what he says and determine which ones I really like. I also want to give Jason Pullen a shout out. You know, he's a good friend of mine. We were just talking earlier, and a lot of people have been asking about GameStop and AMC and stuff like that. If you guys want to check out his channel, he's covering that a lot better than I am, but definitely check that out if you're interested. Now, there's also a link down there to BlockFi in case you want to start with some cryptocurrencies. I've got to throw that in there because I'm really bullish on them, and I just did a video on it that hasn't gotten a ton of views on Kevin O'Leary buying crypto, but definitely check that out if you're interested. Now, NIO is a little bit of a mixed bag right now. A lot of people are selling off. A lot of people were selling the news, buying the hype, selling the news kind of thing. Now it's in at $48. This is a low that we haven't really hit except for, over the last couple days. So this is about a 2-month low, excluding the last couple days. We've seen as high as 64, 65 in a day for NIO. They just reported their earnings. So total quarterly revenues were about $1 billion. Full fiscal year revenues, 2.4. The market seemed to expect a little bit more than this, honestly. So their deliveries were 17,353. They had vehicle sales that were about 946 million. Their margin actually increased a significant amount, so it's 17.2% as opposed to 14.5% in the third quarter, which is awesome to see. So depending on what website you take a look at, some said that they were expecting a little bit lower than 1.02 billion. Some were saying like 1.01. So they just about hit revenue. I mean, some, like I said, Seeking Alpha says that they missed a little bit. They also missed on GAAP EPS by about 10 cents. They beat on non-GAAP EPS. So not exactly what people were looking for here, not what people wanted to see. Now, they do have a lot of cash, so you can see $6.5 billion as of the end of the last quarter. So one thing to keep in mind is that they had about 7,200 vehicles that were delivered in January, and then only about 5,600 vehicles in February. So that's a big drop here. Now, keep in mind, though, too, that even though they didn't hit expectations, look at the acceleration of their deliveries. So they went from Q2 to Q3. They delivered 2,000 more vehicles. This last quarter, they doubled this. So they went up 4,000 vehicles. So while they were, while they didn't hit expectations necessarily, they really accelerated pretty quickly. And while we don't have great results so far for February, they are continuing to accelerate what they're doing in terms of deliveries. So I could see the long-term play here. In the end, again, this is just a short video. We'll see what they say on that conference call today. The market doesn't seem to like this. We might see some nice lows in the next few days. I'm not personally buying in right now. I might sit this one out a little bit and see where it comes down to. I want to see where the resistance is after this announcement and kind of see how it goes and play it day by day. So I don't feel like I need to throw money into this right now. But if you're looking long term, I could definitely see why some people might be interested in throwing some money here right now. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Again, if you want to check out the link down below to Patreon, Great time to sign up for that. There's also a link down there to BlockFi in case you want to invest in some cryptocurrency or invest in stablecoin. Definitely check that out. There's also a link down there to Webull in case you want 2 free stocks. Just deposit $100. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.